What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at this. This is the Jabra Elite 4. They are wireless earbuds. Alright guys, so Jabra did not send this to me. I bought this with my own money over at Best Buy, and I'm gonna give you an honest review, just like all my reviews, regardless if they give it to me or I buy it myself. So let's take a look at this. This is the Jabra Elite 4. This is not the active version, so this is only IP55, which means it's dust resistant to a point, and also pretty much splash proof. It can be dipped in water, but that's about it. You don't need to be putting this in water for a long time. So probably not the best for exercising, especially for me sweating. But for me, I usually wear those other like open ear headphones, aftershocks or bone conducting headphones or air conduction ones. Those are the ones I like to wear during my runs. So these are normally used for the gym time or just for casual use whenever I'm just walking around or need some headphones. And these are the ones that I've been getting in so far. I've been enjoying these a lot. Like, these aren't too crazy price. I'm telling you right now, they're 99 bucks. So in terms of headphones, it's gonna be like a mid-range to upper range. You can definitely go up to $300 with some Bose headphones. And even Jabra has a ton of different headphones. And these are kind of in the mid-pack of the price range for Jabra as well at $99. I think you'll find it cheaper on other places. But I bought these at Best Buy for 99 bucks and I've been enjoying them so far. So let's take a look at them and let's take a look at the case first of all. So I don't have the box anymore. Pretty much it came with this case right here. It came with a little charging cable and it came with different ear plugs as well. And then this is the case. So I do like this case. It's pretty small. Like if you look at it, it's going to fit nice in the pocket and it's not too big. Like this is nice and small and it's going to sit on a table because it has flat edges all around it. So yeah, I like it. And then right there, that's how you open it. Nice magnetizing open and close right there. And then the back, it has the USB-C charging port. So you just have to charge USB-C. Battery life on these is going to be about 5.5 hours if you're using active noise canceling, which we'll talk about later. And it's 7 hours if you have it off completely. And then you get another 25 hours or 23 hours or so if you put it back inside the case to charge it. And if it's completely dead, you can charge it for 10 minutes and you'll get 1 hour of use out of your earbuds. So let's take a look at the earbuds right here. These are the earbuds. They are nice. I like them. They aren't too big and in the ear. Like if you guys see it in my ear, they're going to look not too noticeable. So right there, let me go ahead and turn on hear through because that is one of the modes that you can use for sure. Right there. So yeah, so this is hear through mode right here. You can hear a pretty good amount of the outside with hear through, but you know, you definitely have to listen to your music pretty low. Even with those bone conduction headphones, you don't want to be listening to it too high because you're not gonna be able to hear everything around you. With this, you could pretty much hear, you know, things around you. I think the higher pitch sounds you can hear through more, especially if you listen to like TV or something. That's gonna go through. The lower sounds are going to be more canceled than the higher pitch noises. That's what I've been finding myself. For me, it's not the craziest best noise canceling. I've had some Bose QC 35s, I think that's what they're called, and those are pretty good. And I would say this is comparable, like 75 to 80% of that. So not the best, but it is something. And you know, depending on your fit too, if it fits your ear real well. And for me, the buds that came with it that were installed in them already, those fit my ears perfectly. So if there's a better fit, it's gonna be more noise canceling, but still not the best noise canceling there is out there. But if you listen to music, you're not gonna be able to hear too much of the outside noise anyway. So let's talk about the looks of it. So this is the look of the earbud. If you guys see it right there, pretty small. You have the earbud, you have a button on this one. There's also a button on the other side, and this is the earbud. So no ear fin, but for me, I felt like they stayed in my ear pretty good, not in my hand. but they stayed in my ear pretty good. Like I've been working out with these, I've jumped roping them, and they have stuck in my ear without falling out, especially since they fit my ear canal really well. So yeah, they fit well. And they do have two buttons. So there's one button on this side and one button on this side. Basically, if you press it, you're going to turn on the music, especially if you have it connected to your phone. It's going to turn on Spotify. That's one of the features that it has. It has one-touch Spotify where it'll just automatically turn on Spotify. You don't have to toggle through your phone and turn on Spotify. If you press it twice while the music playing, it's going to fast forward the song. If you press it 3 times, it's going to repeat the song that you're hearing, which I like. A lot of headphones don't have that feature. And then if you hold it down, it's going to increase the volume on the right side. Hold it down on the left side, it's going to decrease the volume. So I like the features, I like the buttons. That's something, especially that feature where you can replay the last song. Like if you're running or working out, you want to hear that one song, that beast song that gets you motivated and pumped. You can replay that right away instead of going through your phone and pressing repeat or backwards on that one. I do wish it did have a backwards, but the play it back is just as good. So also with these headphones, you can listen to them with one ear or 2 ears. So if you want to listen to it with one ear, you could put one in the case and then have it listen on the left side or the right side. Some of them only you can do it on the right side. I think the previous versions, you could only do it on one ear. I think the 65Ts, the ones I had before, but these, you can listen with either the left or the right earbud only. So it's going to make the battery last a lot longer as well if you listen to one and have the other one charging in the case. So what else about these buds? I think we're talking about the sound. The sound for me, these are great. I've used some other earbuds that I returned and I did not like the sound coming out, and I didn't like the sound coming out of those. Those were, I forgot, those were the Beats by Dre earbuds, and those $165 earbuds, 170, and I did not like the sound out of those. It wasn't loud enough, it wasn't bassy enough, which is surprising coming from Beats. But with this one, it is loud enough, it is bassy enough, especially when you use the app. And it does have an app where you can just open up the app and you have all the modes you can switch to. You can switch it to active noise canceling, hear through mode, and have it off. And then you have the music equalizer as well, where you can increase the bass, the treble, the mid-range, all that fun stuff to make it personalized to you. And I think it sounds really good. For me, the bass is bassy enough, the trebles are trebly enough, and they sound great. Of course, that's personal to you, but for me, I feel like these sound really good. And I've used a bunch of earbuds. I've used Aftershocks, I've used the Jaybirds, I use other Jabras, and I feel like these sound really good, and I'm happy with the sound coming out these Jabra Elite 4. So what else is important on these headphones? That is sound quality during a telephone call. So let's hear how these microphones sound. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. This is the sound of the Jabra Elite 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. This is the sound of the Jabra Elite 4 with some background noise. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. This is the Jabra Elite 4s with some wind noise. So you can see from the test that I did right there, I feel like it did a really good job, especially when there's no sound behind you. It sounds almost like a regular microphone, like this microphone that I'm having on me. It sounds just as good as that. Whenever there was sound behind there, you can still hear my voice clearly. You can hear the background sound a little bit more. So it still got the job done. And then finally with the wind, I did have the fan like really close to me. I was literally putting it like in my ear, which is going to be really hard for any earbuds to really control. So there was a little bit of distortion, but I feel like it did a good job overall. Again, if it's really windy, you're probably not going to be talking to somebody in the wind. You'll probably go inside and talk to somebody where it's nice and quiet. So I felt like it did a good job with those microphones. I was really impressed with it, especially when there was no background noise. It sounded really, really good, almost like a pro microphone. So yeah, like I said before, these are $99. I feel like that's a good price for these headphones. They do have higher end ones, lower end ones, or older ones, but these are the ones that I have, the Jabra Elite 4s. What are my pros and cons and who is this for? I think that these headphones are for people who do work out. and don't get too sweaty. I know in the summer months, maybe during the summer months of Texas, it may get too sweaty for these headphones, especially they are IP55. That's going to be one of the negatives. It's only IP55. They do have the Elite Active 4s, which are going to be, I think, another 25 bucks. So that's why I didn't buy those. I felt like these were good enough for me. And then another negative, I do wish that whenever you took off a earbud, it would stop the music. I think that the other version that I had before did that, and I really like that because if you're talking to somebody, you can either, of course, you can tap on your headphone and it'll stop the music, but if you just take off your headphone, I like that better. It doesn't have that feature to turn off your music as soon as you take off an earbud. So those are my two negatives. For my positives, I feel like the sound quality of these are really good. I like the bass, I like the loudness of it, and they sound great for my ears. Another positive is gonna be the price. I think $99 for these headphones, that's a good price. You could go upwards to $300 to $400 for headphones, especially in-ear earbuds, and it's not gonna be as good sounding as these like I experienced with some other more expensive ones that I returned and got these cheaper ones. And I think that they are a much better value and sounding ones than the more expensive ones that I got before. And then my third positive is gonna be the app. I do like the app with the equalizer, that Spotify thing where you could just tap on your headphones without going into your phone. That's another plus for me for sure. So what am I gonna give this as Goku Runner score? I'm gonna give this a Goku Runner thumbs up. I really enjoy these headphones, the Jabra Elite 4. They're not the active, they are the 4s, but for me, they are worth the money and they sound great, and that's all you can ask for, especially in the gym when I'm trying to go hard, trying to lift heavy, and I want that bass, want that sound. These Jabra Elite 4s, they do the job. So yeah, that's gonna be my review of the Jabra Elite 4s. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you guys did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.